the key and cooler on. Push the pause for relief. Free pass, you don't even have to ask to be the cat in the sun. Someday I will see the whole deal through. Today I've got better things to do. Okay, to leave a little bit undone.
How we doing? Warm welcome. Mic testing. I don't know whether you're in receipt of the sound of that waterfall, but yeah, so I'm out with a gentleman called Chris Bateson. He's currently leading the way on the micro Pfft conversation, which is pretty cool. So, what cameras have you got here?
That's the OM1 Mark II, and that's the EM1 Mark II.
This one's the new one, I'm assuming. Yeah. It's got loads of cool little features. Well worth a little look on Chris's YouTube if micro four Pfft is your thing. I'm going to go back to my proper camera now, and so we're back at the proper camera, and we've got a full sensor, and we're going to utilise that as much as possible. I'm only playing. Where are we? Right. So this isn't the exact com, but I'm having a little bit of trouble at the moment with this little nip that drops down the sky. I wanted something quite intimate, so I'm literally just going straight into the waterfall. We've got a 30-second F8 ISO 64, and it's going to be proper moody.
So you're having trouble with the sky?
Trouble with the sky, it's got a feature for that.
MDs in there, you'd be alright, wouldn't
Yeah,
you?
I've never used a Grad ND, to be fair. Yeah. It's got a built-in Grad ND filter on his camera, and I think it takes, does it take a series of images, does it?
I don't know how the Grad works.
Yeah. See, we've got really good dynamic range on these big Z7 IIs, so we can just drop it down a bit. 14, I don't know what that is. I don't know, I'll pop it on the screen now. He's at 14 stops. I reckon mine's at least 37, something like that. I don't know, to be honest. No, they're both very good cameras in their respective rights. I mean, I've got an iPhone in my pocket if I wanted to. Yeah. To be fair, even the iPhones are pretty good, aren't they, nowadays? Yeah. But yeah, no, it's great. I was watching his last video, and he was showing off a few of the features which were pretty cool. It's got like built-in ND filters and all that kind of stuff. I've got the Nissi Swift system, sorry, the Jetmag Pro system, and that does all my filter needs. Anyway, I'm going to stop gassing, but check this photo out. So we're sticking with a 30-second exposure, and I'm really interested in a little bit closer than this. So I'll show you the raw image, and then I'll show you the edited image, and then you can get an idea of what I've done. But what I've done is I've picked my com, and then I've just jumped out a little bit, just to give me a bit of space for manoeuvring. Because as soon as you get on the computer screen, quite often you want to just adjust maybe slightly to the left and slightly to the right. And with the 47 megapixels, you're able to, you've got plenty of crop available to your disposal. So 50mm, tucked in nicely. Again, the 30-second F8 ISO 64. I'm going for a little bit of the intimate detail on this left-hand side waterfall. Lovely. I've always been attracted to this side. I just think these it's like little steps, and it looks really nice on a 30-second exposure. So I'm just gonna Make sure I've got the comp. Yeah, I think I have. So I'm just going to pull it out a little bit. And then we're off. So we got a nice couple of images there. I'm going to try a little 5 II, cutting out half of the waterfall, maybe capturing just some of this bottom area. We'll show you in the image. Again, sticking with a 30-second. I'm going to do a third of a second and a fourth of a second, and I'll put the differences on. I really like third of a second and quarter of a second. But I'm just playing around today with 30-second exposures because why not? Nice and moody, especially with them blacks and them whites. So check these two images out. Waterfall number 2. So we went for a little bite to eat in, well, Chris did. I just had a coffee, and then we've come back to Beckhole. So we're now at another waterfall. To be honest, I wasn't very overly excited about the last one. It was just a bit difficult to get anywhere because it was too slippy and dangerous. And yeah, I think we've got a couple of nice little images, not showstoppers, but there's a lot more to play around with on this waterfall, so it'll be quite interesting. I can't remember the name of it. Literally, I've been speaking with Chris just a second ago and he said its name, but I just don't retain information. It's a bit dull still. Nice flat profile to work with on the light situation. Chris is not messing about. He's straight at it. So, plan on this one. Quite like to incorporate some foreground. I ain't got a wide angle with me. I've smashed the filter, the polarizer on that one. It's a big 100 to 100. Always gets Brock in my bag, so we'll try and get some foreground. Chris has primed himself at the good spot. I'm going to try and head down to where all the cascades are and see what we can find. Something a little different. Maybe don't even focus on the actual waterfall, just have a little look at the cascades that are surrounding it. Don't want to say the words because someone will turn up, but it's nice to come here when there's no one here. See, these are quite nice. I'm going to try and get amongst it while the river's nice and light. How are we doing, Chris?
Tired.
Tired?
Sweating.
Sweating. It's a bit warmer, isn't it, than usual? So it must have jumped about 10 degrees from yesterday. It's caught us off guard a bit. So, what's this waterfall called?
Thomas and Foss.
Thomas and Foss, this one. I've got some lovely previous images of this little area. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you them rather than concentrate on the main thing. I would like to get down here and have a little look, see if we can incorporate some of this. And while you're having a little look at the images that I've produced from here, got some really nice autumn ones that I'd like to show you. Dead simple. I was just concentrating on the main area. Such a clean, beautiful little waterfall. It's I'm a big believer in, if it's not broken, don't fix it, and keep it simple, stupid, if you've ever heard of that saying. And sometimes the image is just there for you, and you don't have to complicate it. I think on a previous occasion I've just kept to that rule, but I am, for the sake of intimate detail shots, gonna get amongst the cascades down here. Look at this little camera. Look at it. Isn't it cute? Little tiny thing. Micro Four Thirds. Look at it. Right. So I'm just going to concentrate on a little couple of the cascades. I might get a shot of the main feature. A good tip really is when you come to a honey pot shot, get a shot of the main scene first and then use the rest of your time finding something else. But I've shot this a few times in much better conditions, so I'm going to leave it on this occasion. I am interested in a little area down here that looks quite cool. It's an intimate scene, don't really know how it's going to pan out. It's not something I usually go for, and we're trying to diversify what we're shooting and try and think outside the box. So I think 70mm tucked into there quite nicely will be quite nice. I'll just have a little check. I think we're going to get the 70 to 200 on, just to tuck in that little bit further. So I've got my old Pfft lens. It's a relic of the past. Yeah. We can try it, can't we? I think Chris has spotted me little area and he's getting his little camera out to have a go. It's like a mini camera, isn't it? Cute. Yeah, that's my old relic from like 1970. Pretty sure it's got like a Russian feel to it, hasn't it? You know, like when you watch a 90s detective film and they always pop one of these out the car, don't they?
Are you using leaves to hold your tripod together there?
Hey?
Are you using leaves to hold your tripod together? Are you using leaves to hold your tripod together?
Yeah. So I've made this mistake before. I'm going to put the legs out a little bit further just to give me a bit more of an anchor, because the weight of this, it will certainly be gone. It'll be goner. I'm just going to up the centre column. So on the Benro Rhino tripod, lovely little piece of kit. Make sure it's tight. Just want to squeeze into this little cheeky area here. And yeah, right, she's stable. So it's just got the legs spread right out because I'm aiming for this little segment here. I don't know if you can see on the back of the camera, but yeah, we'll give that a go. I couldn't leave without doing one more shot, so I've gone for the wide 24mm. We're gonna go smoky as hell, 30 seconds. We're not clipping in any of the highlights, so I think we're all right. I'll just make sure we're cutting some of that glare off. Well, thank you very much for joining us today. How did you get on with your little camera then today?
My little camera's better than your big camera.
Little camera's better than my big camera. I bet all the ladies tell you that, don't they? Thank you very much for joining us. Do check out Chris. He's got a cracking channel going on. If you like this video, obviously give us a like up. It really helps out. And we're going to do that breathtaking clamber back now. But thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next video. Bye for now.